It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. Tonight's game at Quicken Loans Arena, it's the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Los Angeles Lakers. And for Los Angeles, they've played well of late, winning 5 of their last 6 games. Tonight, and
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
The Lakers continue their journey as they play an interconference matchup in this road game. It's Wednesday Night Basketball, live on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline. They'll play this one here in Cleveland before the Cavaliers head back on the road. P.I. is checked in for James. Now we see a lot of rookies getting their first taste, Clark, of NBA action. What was the hardest part for you transitioning from the Big Ten to the NBA?
I think the speed of the game, the number of possessions, again, with the 24-second clock, going back to the 80s, there was no shot clock in college basketball. So you could drag it out and play walk-it-up basketball. In the NBA, you got to turn that thing over every 24 seconds. And that speed and those number of possessions, a lot to adjust to. And then everybody's strength and talent. That, too, was eye-opening and exciting, too, because I had realized a dream to be out there with those guys.
And smarter players, too, on that pro level.
Yeah, they know their stuff. I like to say when you get to the NBA, you're a PhD in hoops.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Inside, we've got Kuzma and McGee. Rajon Rondo is out there with AI. And it's Hart in at the 3. They get it back. The shot's good from McGee.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
Yeah, it's finishing your defense, Greg. We know that. You can defend, then you got to rebound the miss, and you got to get to the glass with intensity.
Love. The pass to Sexton. Love with the screen on Rondo. Clock at 6. Feeds it to Thompson. And he banks in the layup. Thompson's got his first basket of the night.
Sexton has to just keep developing his court awareness. You want to see more passing from him.
And it's Rondo penetrating. Here's McGee.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. My goodness.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special.
A circus dunk for you right there, guys.
It's a pick by Love. Sexton the pass to Young. Thompson a screen on McGee. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Young trying to break free. Drains it from beyond the arc. Osman's got 8.
Man, this thing is just going back and forth tonight.
Yeah, it's been a seesaw battle. Right now, I mean, as soon as one team grabs the lead, the other grabs it right back.
And McGee kicks to AI. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Cavaliers leading. And here's Sexton. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Detroit. To the middle. The kick out to Young. Over Hart. JaVale McGee grabs the miss. LA's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. AI passes to Rondo. AI outside. Pass to McGee. Kuzma against Love. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Rondo, no good. Pushing it up. Sexton's shot is good. Now it's a 4-point Cavalier lead.
And a good example there of why it's important to change ends quickly.
Vitally important. I mean, if you relax for a second, you're cooked. You're toast. They learned that lesson there.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young. And getting into the second part of November here, a quick glance at the power rankings. Let's see how everyone started out. Take a look at the Wizards. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And when you look at Los Angeles, they love the situation they're in right now, playing very well, but looking ahead, they know there's still a lot left to prove.
Dishes it to Sexton. Down low, Osman. And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a three-point play.
Oh, great ball movement there.
For the Cavaliers, Larry Nance is checked in for Thompson. Smith comes in for Nick Young. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Sexton. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Michael Beasley, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Ingram comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And Stevenson's checked in for Josh Hart. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Rajon Rondo. Here's Osman. 8 points his last outing. It's a pick by Love. Osman kicks to Love. Oh, good with the triple.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Clark, give us a little insider's look. Which players do you look at as gamers? You know, guys who are always ready to put out extra effort and go the extra mile.
Man, there's so many guys that fall into that category, Kevin. It's almost unfair to try to pull some names out, but you look at the way they play, guys like Russell Westbrook, Draymond Green, LeBron James. I think Kevin Durant is much that way. He gives great effort and energy to his craft. Steph Curry is a little different, but still provides that and plays with such an exuberance and joy. You know, Marcus Smart is a guy who I think does all the little intangible things that just have a way of making a positive impact on his team. So I don't have enough time to give you the full list, but those are a few of the guys that come to mind.
Yeah, great examples. Smith kicks to Love. Cleveland moving the ball around. Hill drives in. Lets it go with a three. And Kevin Love, the bucket with the assist by Hill. Love's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Tyronn Lue.
Well, Kevin, the crucial aspect in his mind is making things tough for them inside. He said they're a physical team, and they bring a lot of intensity. If we don't respond when they push us, we'll just get bullied all game. You're going to get down in the paint tonight, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Shots good by Clarkson.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yep, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Stevenson passes the ball. Beasley sets a screen for Ball. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Clearly a frustrating missed opportunity there. Perfect screen, got him the space he needed, but he bricked it.
.44 seconds left here in the first quarter. Back to Ingram. And slam dunk by Ingram.
Boy, Ball has a nice feel for when his guys are open. He's solid, really solid when it comes to getting his teammates clean looks.
The Cavaliers leading by 3. Clarkson kicks to Love. Smith outside. Love with the screen on Stevenson. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Lakers trail by 3. Now here's Ball. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
You got to be composed when you go inside, knowing that you're going to have some contact and resistance facing you. Ball unafraid to get it deep inside.
And we'll be right back after this. Earlier, we had a chance to sit down with AI and asked him about his time.
Yeah, I'll tell you, the G League is tough. Tough. You know, you're going to learn a lot about what it takes to be a professional, and there isn't much room for error. You know, everyone on the roster is just as hungry as they come to make the name on as you, and it's a dog-eat-dog world. With that said, you know, it's a perfect situation to become the best player you can possibly be, so respect for that.
And AI put up strong numbers during his G League stint, but Greg, he recognizes just how hard success can be there.
And the G League is getting better and better, Kevin, in terms of talent. AI hasn't had too hard of a time adjusting to the NBA pace, and that speaks volumes for the steps the G League has taken the past couple years.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And taking a look at the Cavaliers' performance here, what do you guys see?
I mean, you saw it. That barrage of threes has them grooving here after one.
Rolling, absolutely rolling. Flat out killing it from beyond the arc.
Nance is inside along with Love. Clarkson is out there with Hill. And it's Smith in at the 3 slot. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second. Hill kicks to Love. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's his first foul. Beasley against Love. Over Beasley. And it falls over the rim and in. Love's got 5 points so far. The Lakers trail.
And, you know, with LeBron leaving Cleveland in the offseason, many assumed Love would be traded as well to rebuild. Ended up doing the opposite as he signed a long-term extension with the Cavs to remain in Cleveland. Not many would have guessed that of LeBron, Kyrie, and Kevin, it would be Love to be the last Cav standing.
It's back to Hill. Love with the screen for Hill. Shoots over Ball. Second chance shot. And there's the nice layup by Love. 7 points in the game.
Yeah, and his offensive rebounding numbers have dropped off a little bit the last few years, but Love still works hard down low and gets his share of putbacks.
Here's Ingram. Again, Los Angeles. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Hill kicks to Love. The rebound by the Lakers. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
And their defense practically non-existent in that one. Just gave up far too many easy shots.
Yeah, I think they were totally checked out, Greg. At least that's what it looked like. When you play that kind of defense, you expect to lose.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Yeah, I love the energy they're playing with. I say it this way. Good teams, championship teams, play against the game as much as they play against the opponent. Nice uptick here in their second chance points in this quarter.
Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for the Lakers. And Thompson kicks to Clarkson. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith.
And let's check out stats for James. Just an incredible month of basketball. Third in shooting percentage and ranking among the top 5 league-wide in three-point percentage. You have to consider him among the elite shooters in the NBA.
And it's a strong accomplishment. Third best in field goal percentage. He just refuses to take bad shots. That's why his coaches love him. Back to Stevenson. AI outside. 6 to shoot. LeBron kicks to AI. James trying to free himself up. And again, no good by the Lakers.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And, Greg, we've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
It's a pick by Love. Knocked away. And stolen by AI. And AI throws it down.
And I'll tell you what, guys, I think that's the best part of James's game, and he's got a lot of good parts, but his vision is otherworldly.
Sexton with it. He has 7. Takes it from 10. Love, no luck.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
That one goes. Count it. And now it's a 3-point Los Angeles lead.
After going scoreless in the first, he's really found a way to turn it on here in the second quarter.
Stolen by Ball.
If they play it right, we're talking a 2-for-1.
Well, you're maximizing your possessions. That's the critical thing here, and they've got to make sure the timing is right, though.
Yeah, and Ball constantly looking for ways to come up with steals. Outstanding at covering a lot of ground with his overall length.
You know, he's been off so far, Kevin, but there's still time. I mean, he just needs to settle it down, idle it down a little bit, and try to contribute as much as he can on the offense within himself.
Now Sexton. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Love outside. They need this. And it's in. Oh, wow. He nails the buzzer beater.
that three makes things just a little more interesting here as we head to halftime. They are not going away.
And
thanks, Kevin. Hey, Kevin, let me let you catch your breath.
all right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter. Big group substitution here for Cleveland. Larry Nance is checked in for Tristan Thompson. Smith comes in for Nick Young. George Hill's checked in for Jetty Osman. And it's Clarkson in for Sexton. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Beasley out there with Ingram. Then there's Lonzo Ball. Then it's AI. And it's Caldwell Pope in at the 3 spot. LA's gotten the 3-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. Ball kicks to AI. For the tie, passes to Beasley. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
And defensively, great anticipation, making a play there on the ball.
Well, the thing they did there, Greg, clogged up the passing lanes, playing them beautifully and making things hard for the opponent. That's really good defense.
And Clark, a lot of great names to choose from, but who would you pick for your greatest Laker ever?
Wow, that's always tough when you have such a robust list, Kevin. I always start with Kareem whenever he's in the conversation because that guy was my idol as I grew up watching the game. So Kareem is there, Magic, Wilt, Shaq, Elgin, and Jerry West, and Kobe. That's too many, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Some great names there, though, Clark. You're right. Hard to pick just one. And here's Clarkson. 6 points for him. Pass to Hill. Nance a screen. Nance a screen on Ingram. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Ball against Hill. Beasley, the pass to AI. For the lead. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
As well he should, Greg. I mean, he always is looking to score the ball, even more so when he's hot. I like the mindset.
Love kicks to Clarkson. In the corner, Nance with it. Hill dishes to Smith. They get it back. It's deflected, but they recover it. Love. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Love's got the game tied up here for the Cavs. For Los Angeles, they've gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Caldwell Pope outside. Beasley the screen. Up off the screen, and he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
So quick on these drives, as quick as a hiccup. Can't let him, Caldwell Pope, get into the lane like this.
Hill passes to Love. It's back to Hill. He gets it in there. Hill's got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, Kevin Love certainly is one of the best passing big men in the league.
Los Angeles has gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. Beasley the screen. Clarkson against Caldwell Pope. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Extremely accurate from the mid-range. Caldwell Pope knows he has the touch to score from there.
Stolen by Ball. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, with all the turmoil in the Cavs locker room last season, some wondered if head coach Tyronn Lue's job could be in jeopardy. Despite leading the team to its first championship in 2016, Lue, like a lot of coaches, finds that his future in the NBA is always subject to speculation. Kevin?
All right, DA, thank you.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
He kicks it to AI. Lakers passing it around. Caldwell Pope on the wing. Over Smith. Again, the Lakers.
And Caldwell Pope able to hit those mid-range shots consistently, but that's one the defense will live with.
Here's Clarkson. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
Love kicks to Smith. Love with the screen for Smith. In the corner, it's Clarkson. The three-pointer off the mark. Lakers leading by 4. And here we go. Fast break, and AI's got it. Can't get it to go. Now 6 of 12 from the floor. Cleveland's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Smith against Caldwell Pope. Nance a screen on Caldwell Pope. 4 on the shot clock. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
Not a lot going his way. Everything he's shooting is just off the mark. I mean, somehow he's got to figure out a way to turn it around.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And Cleveland gets called for the foul. Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Lakers?
They've knocked down plenty of mid-range jumpers in this one. That's been big for them.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
First one falls for him. The Lakers making a switch here. Stevenson's checked in. Beasley hits them both.
Gotta like the confidence. Such an important part of making shots. Nice seeing a big man knock down free throws.
Love kicks to Clarkson. Back to Love. Over Beasley. That one's in there. The Lakers' lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Love.
And everything's flowing through Love tonight. And the plan is working like a charm. This has been a remarkable performance.
Stevenson outside. Shoots off the screen. Offensive rebound. AI. And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate.
Yeah, exactly. It sure is. Plenty of second opportunities. 8 of their last 10 points from the paint, but the defense still continues to back away and not show any aggressiveness.
Free throw, no good for AI. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Here's Hill. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Hill's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Ball up top. He's guarded by Hill. Beasley sets a screen for Stevenson. Over Smith. Off target with the free throw line, Jay. And we've reached the end of the third. Los Angeles on top, up by 4. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills.
Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the 4th quarter. A terrific game so far. And for the Cavaliers, they're shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Love is the 4 with Thompson in the middle. George Hill out there with Clarkson. And it's Smith in at the small forward. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Thompson, a screen on Stevenson. He took good advantage of that screen. Smith's got the first field goal of the 4th quarter here for the Cavs. The Lakers in the lead. There's the pick. The feed to Beasley. Over Thompson. And Beasley gets it to go on the assist by Ball. That's 10 points for Michael Beasley.
And Ball sets up his teammates when they're open, quick to whip it around. One of the best ball movers in the league.
Love against Ingram. Love the pass to Clarkson. 6 to shoot. Over AI. The shot by Clarkson, no good.
I think these are the shots he's got to avoid taking. I mean, already struggling. He's not helping his team right now looking at those shots.
Yeah, getting theirs before the defense can set up.
Perfect execution. That's how you take advantage of a transition opportunity.
A different look now for Cleveland. Nick Young's checked in for Smith. Osman comes in for Clarkson, and it's Sexton in for George Hill. The Lakers also changing it up. JaVale McGee's checked in for Beasley. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Ingram, and James subbed in for Lance Stevenson. Ball kicks to AI. Here's Kuzma, and that one good.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Osman, the pass to Thompson. Now here's Sexton. T right on him, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And you see the speed, the athleticism, and scoring ability of Sexton. Special. A guard with a fantastic skill set and loads of potential.
Rajon Rondo's checked in for Lonzo Ball. And, of course, Colin Sexton. His college team once had to finish a game with only 3 players.
Yeah, and he scored 40 that night. He almost led them to a victory. He loves to play under the bright lights, brings great energy and enthusiasm every night.
Kicks it to Thompson. Right wing. Sexton, the pass to Love. The pass to Sexton. 5 on the clock. Shoots over Kuzma. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Boy, Kevin, he just clanked that one. I mean, surprising because the defense wasn't really in the picture.
Floats it up for James.
Guys, when LeBron is scoring like this, as a defender, it's hard not to throw up your arms and say, I give up. Just so hard to slow him down.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Sexton kicks to Love. Young outside, back to Love. Young outside. Love with the screen for Young. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Well, I think the defense got really lucky there. I mean, you can't afford to give up wide open shots from deep.
Out to Kuzma. Outside Rondo, inside, over Young, again Los Angeles.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
The Cavaliers trail by 10. Timeout called, Cleveland.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
Yeah, there's no reason why they should be scoring at will down there easily as they have. I mean, they've got to be more aggressive inside.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. He said, do you want this game? Don't tell me about it. Show me and show your teammates. We've got to play better, and we've got to play harder if we're going to come back. Guys?
Thank you, David. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And Colin Sexton, when it comes to scoring, the man shows you a little bit of everything.
Loves to drive it, loves to attack inside, improving his consistency from range. But what I love about him is the aggressiveness. This guy is always in attack mode.
Well, we know Luke Walton comes from the Warriors coaching system, was an assistant there prior to taking this Lakers position, and known for his sharpness as an offensive coach.
And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That will be foul number 5 on him. The Cavaliers trail by 10. Sexton, the pass to Thompson. Poked loose. It's stolen by Rondo. Here's James. Buries it down low. James has got 6 points in the quarter. And with the Lakers wanting to play more up-tempo, it makes sense to have Walton guide the ship.
Yeah, I agree with you because he's knowledgeable, played on some really good teams, championship caliber teams. I think as he grows as a coach and as this team grows together, they could be quite a group.
5 to shoot. The screen from Thompson. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take. Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Sexton kicks to Thompson. Knocked loose. Pass to Young. To the paint. Another shot. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. McGee. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. Beasley's checked in for the Lakers. Clark, you were in Indiana after being drafted by the Pacers for a few seasons. Who are some of the more talented guys you played with there?
Well, Herb Williams, a teammate of mine at Ohio State, really outstanding big guy, mobile, could shoot it, excellent defender, shot blocker, and a high-quality guy. Vern Fleming was a guard that had size, excellent defender, driver of the ball. Wayman Tisdale, may he rest in peace. We lost Wayman a number of years ago to cancer. But really a gifted scorer. Steve Stepanovich, he and I both had to retire about the same time due to different knee trouble, and he was a rugged, mobile, good shooting big guy who I think would have continued to excel had he not had to retire.
Offensive rebound. Good D by Thompson.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Love, no good. Lakers leading by 13. Stolen by Thompson. LeBron against Young. Passes to Osman. It's a pick by Love. And stolen by Kuzma. James, the pass to Rondo. Pass to Kuzma. AI outside. No good on the three. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Young dishes to Sexton. Love with the screen for Sexton. It's tipped and stolen by Kuzma. James against Young. Beasley the screen. AI. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. AI's got 22 points.
That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
Here's Osman. He's guarded by AI. And here's Love for 3. The three-pointer is right on target. Love's got 32 points in the game.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Cavaliers with the rebound. Love's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here's Osman. And a miss there on the triple. Los Angeles leading by 13. Here's Beasley. On the high post, he drills it. Beasley's got 6 here in this quarter.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
Yeah, you know, continue to pour it on them. That's what they want to do right now, doing their best to put this game out of reach and in the win column.
It's a pick by Love. And Thompson kicks to Sexton. Over Rondo. And misses it off the right side of the rim. The Lakers shooting 61% from the field, showing some marvelous touch out there. The shot's good from Kuzma.
Kuzma excellent at using his height and touch to perfection. Very confident player.
The screen from Thompson. Love with the screen on Rondo. Here's Sexton. Down low. Here's Osman. Using his post move to get the 2 points. He's got 20.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
Rondo kicks to Beasley. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. Rondo's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
Yeah, you got to respect the awareness level of Rondo. When his teammates have a clean look at the basket, the ball gets there without hesitation.
It's a pick by Love. It's stolen by Rondo. And now it's Rondo running all the way. Here he goes. Drops in the breakaway layup.
And Rondo, as good as it gets in transition, whether he's shooting or passing, he tends to make the right decision.
It's a pick by Love. Now, here's Sexton. Out to the wing. And it's Osman missing.
The defense better watch out. They better be alert because this guy can make threes, as we saw in the first half.
Beasley the screen. James kicks to Rondo. Shot clock at 6. Beasley sets a screen for Rondo. Off the pick. Rebound Love. Love's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Here's Sexton, and Sexton slams it in.
And it's great to see Sexton slashing inside with that quickness and athleticism. Boy, he is tough to contain.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
You know, watching Kevin Love, he's really got a ton of tools at his disposal offensively. We know he can shoot it.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, a tremendous offensive night for you. How did you find that rhythm?
You know, I just went out there trying to follow Coach's game plan. I mean, we all did, really. You know, he knew exactly what we needed to do to win this game, and we all just stepped up and got it done. Simple as that, really.
Well, the execution was on point all night. Kevin, back to you.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. Tonight, we'll be watching the Indiana Pacers playing against the Los Angeles Lakers. Taking a look at the Lakers, this is their first time facing off this season. Last year, they split the season series at a game apiece. And in tonight's matchup, we'll get to watch AI, went undrafted out of college,
The starting lineup for the visiting Indiana Pacers. At center, Miles Turner. At center, Miles Turner. And now, your Los Angeles Lakers.
Welcome, everyone, to this 2K Sports broadcast live in Los Angeles at the Staples Center. We've got some terrific NBA action in store for you today. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. With that road trip behind them, the Lakers ready to perform. Los Angeles will go for a different... look here. Beasley's checked in for JaVale McGee. Ingram comes in for Kyle Kuzma. AI is checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Ball. And so in the game for the Pacers, Joseph at point, and he teams up with Evans in the backcourt. Kyle O'Quinn out there with Sabonis, and it's McDermott in at the 3 spot.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Well, in recent years, C-Web, players have flirted with quadruple doubles, but they're just so elusive. I mean, you've got to do a lot to get those kind of numbers.
Now think about it. Embiid and Westbrook have both come close. So Westbrook comes close to anything with a double at the end of it. And Draymond Green, he missed once on points. So, you know, it's so hard to do. I just remember that Akeem the Dream Olajuwon did it, but you think about it. You're exerting so much energy, communication, and passion in that game. That's why it's so tough to do. And by the way, players are really good. So how are you going to get those 10 rebounds, 10 assists, 10 blocks?
Right, yeah.
Or whatever else you can get along with points. But, yeah, so elusive, yeah.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Yeah, particularly on offense, where they've been completely in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Sabonis with the ball. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Joseph. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Something affected him on that shot, and it wasn't the defense.
Outside Rondo. Here's LeBron. There it is, his third basket. He's taken 7 shots to get those 3.
Aggressive coming out of the gate here, guys. Wow.
Yeah, you got to love it. Everything's working. Offense, defense, already a big lead.
Indiana moving the ball around. Kick by O'Quinn. To the inside. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Oh, he caught him in stride with the lead pass. Now that was timing.
Lakers leading by 13. Ingram outside. floats it up for James. McDermott passes to O'Quinn, and Joseph kicks to Evans. And James pulls it down.
Now that's how you protect the rim. Stand your ground and make him alter his release.
And a wide open look for Rondo. And the dunk by James.
And even if you wanted to box out LeBron, the man is too athletic, too strong. He finds ways to get to the ball.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Back to Joseph. Picked by O'Quinn. Sabonis against LeBron. From deep, Evans. He's off on that one.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
James outside. Outside Rondo. Beasley the screen. Rondo's shot is good.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Pacers trail by 17. Picked by O'Quinn. Ingram with the steal. And now the fast break. Rondo with the ball. The pass to Beasley. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. Beasley's got his first 2 points.
Methodical in their approach. They have absolutely owned this first quarter.
Well, I love how they've done it. They've built this huge lead with points in the paint, dominating physically.
Joseph with a screen on Beasley. No coverage that time. Evans has got his first 3 points of the game.
It took him a while, but he finally gets one to fall.
Here's AI. And it's O'Quinn with the rebound. Pacers trail by 16. Evans outside. We've got 33 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. 5 on the clock. Here's Joseph. The Lakers with the rebound. James has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Ball's knocked loose, and that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession.
Josh Hart.
Here's AI. Nice teamwork to set up the pick play and make the space for the J.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
A lot of times your defense is your offense is your defense. This is poor decision-making right here. You can't let them have that shot. Also might have been a lack of effort.
The shot's good from Evans.
A very sharp from the mid-range. Evans is fantastic at cashing it in from these in-between areas.
And so it's Los Angeles with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. Let's take a moment now to hear what AI had to say about the players and coaches who...
A big name is Coach Keller. He was my coach at Fort Wayne. He really helped me focus on the small things that you need to do every day to be your best. On that same team, I also had a great vet leader, Paul Tatum, who gave me a lot of advice. Some for basketball, but some just for life. Without those two, there's no way I'd be sitting here and talking to you today.
AI did a lot of growing in the G League, and he rightfully gives a lot of credit to those two.
And who mentors you and who teaches you how to be a pro, it matters so much in the NBA. AI knows more than anyone else in the world how much Coach Keller and Tatum helped grow his game.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And for the Lakers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
I tell you what, that first quarter, you can see the game plan is a commitment to offensive rebounding.
Oh, yeah, this is how they squeezed out extra possessions and captured the early lead.
LeBron James is out there with Beasley. Then it's AI. And it's Rajon Rondo. And it's Hart in at the small forward. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Oh, man, I just love the talent and attitude of the young core of the Lakers. I mean, think about Ball, Ingram, Kuzma. They all play with passion. This team has a bright future as the group grows together.
And love the awareness there from James. Just terrific at pushing it down the floor and then finishing with style.
Pass to McDermott. Dishes to O'Quinn. Back to McDermott. Picked by O'Quinn. Hits the front of the rim and out. And the Lakers youth movement, they were the second youngest team in the league last season.
Well, the Lakers front office has done a good job of making the most out of the draft picks. I mean, when you get steals like Kuzma and Hart late in the draft, you add so much depth to a team. Very excited to see how Ball, Ingram, Kuzma develop with this franchise.
They set the screen. Screen by Sabonis. Here's McDermott. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper.
On that play, I mean, it feels even better to be the guy setting the screen than the guy scoring the points.
Sabonis with the steal. Down low. And Evans throws it down.
He's such an excellent athlete. You love watching Evans get up high to dunk it.
And they double up LeBron. Here's AI. The offensive rebound. Beasley. And sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Balls checked in for Rajon Rondo. Free throw no good from Beasley. We talk about players working hard, but also being smart. I'm sure there are some training methods, C-Web, that you think translate well to success on the court.
Good nutrition has become more and more popular. That, along with rest and then cardio, you must be in shape because the game and the pace of the game is so much faster.
Well, a lot of people have a lot of opinions on Lonzo Ball, but one thing is for sure, Chris, he is a playmaker.
Oh, yeah, and his teammates love to play with him. That's a big thing, Kevin. I mean, he's a natural catalyst for this team. And it goes beyond his impressive passing numbers. I mean, you can see just how different the team is when he's on the floor. I mean, and it means they're moving, they're running. He came into this league advertised as an unselfish playmaker, and he's been that and some.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Evans passes to McDermott. Kicks to O'Quinn. Shot clock at 6. Evans, that's a two-pointer. He can't hit that time. And the Lakers take it the other way. This game against Indiana, the first time they've met this year.
Yeah, interconference matchup. Two teams that'll see each other only twice on the schedule.
And that makes it interesting. They don't know each other all that well, so we should see a lot of in-game adjustments.
Picked by O'Quinn. Joseph, the pass to O'Quinn. That's tipped. Evans outside. Pass to Sabonis. The shot will not fall. LeBron with some nice D. Los Angeles has gone an even 50% from three-point range in the second quarter, 4 for 8.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Pacers shooting the ball poorly, just 28%. Passes it to O'Quinn. James against Joseph. Here's Sabonis. And the shot goes in. Sabonis has got 6.
Oh, terrific pass work. That shot's a lot easier after an assist like that.
AI kicks to Beasley. Ingram outside. They set the screen. Pacers with the rebound.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
Well, that just shows you can do everything right sometimes, but still get the wrong result.
Sabonis, the pass to Evans. Joseph against Rondo. Back to Evans. Over AI. No good off the back of the rim. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers having no problems at all. Up. Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. We're seeing a group substitution here for the Lakers. Michael Beasley, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Josh Hart comes in for Kyle Kuzma. AI is checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Ball. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Turner. Sabonis comes in for Young. Evans, he's checked in for Victor Oladipo. And it's Joseph in for Darren Collison. On the court right now for the Pacers. Joseph at point, and he teams up with Evans in the backcourt. Bogdanovich out there with Sabonis. And it's O'Quinn in at the 5 spot. Sabonis sets the pick for Bogdanovich. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And for the most part, when Bogdanovich is out on the floor, he's there to do one thing, shoot.
And I tell you what, when you can shoot like that, that's all you need to do. Great catch-and-shoot player who can stretch the defense. You cannot leave him alone, and really his presence frees up so much for his teammates on the floor.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Ingram's checked in.
And Bogdanovich is a confident, efficient player, a guy who can play either the 2 or 3 spots on the floor.
Here's Hart. They get it again. Here's AI. And he gets the bucket. AI's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And the pass to O'Quinn. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. AI passes to Ingram. Beasley with the screen on Bogdanovich. Hart, that's good. Hart's got 5 points in the quarter. Pacers have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the 3rd quarter. Rondo against Joseph. Pass to Sabonis. 6 on the shot clock. Picked by O'Quinn. Goes up at the stripe. And it's AI with the rebound.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And count it, and a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And Ingram, he's still getting his weight up. But looking pretty strong that time.
C-Web, usually rookies take more threes as they grow in the NBA. That has not been the case for Brandon Ingram.
Well, Ingram went the opposite way, taking less threes. If you think about it, he focused more on slashing and mid-range shots, and I think it's worked for him. He settled less, and he took a big step forward in his offensive development because of it.
Indiana's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. O'Quinn dishes to Evans. Picked by O'Quinn. To the inside, Sabonis, and there's the 3-second violation. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, these the new power rankings. They tell a great story. You take a look at the Celtics. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And when you look at the Lakers, they have just done a magnificent job of building chemistry. Higher on this list than many people expected. One of the great stories thus far.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, it is the era of positionless basketball, but how exactly did we get here? Well, new defensive rules at the turn of the century encouraged face-up scoring, motion-based offense, and guard play over isolation and post-ups. As a result, offensive roles have become more interchangeable.
It has become a positionless game now. David, thank you very much.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
The best laid plans, right? Well, I tell you right there, though, that's one they'll take every single time.
McDermott kicks to Joseph. He dishes it to O'Quinn. Feeds to Evans. And it's AI with the rebound. AI's got his 3rd rebound on the night. And Beasley, here we go. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to be on Doug McDermott. The Lakers have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now. That's good from Beasley. And here are the Pacers now. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. And that will conclude a 4-game road trip. And now the fast break, Rondo with the ball. And it's Beasley, that time in the assist by Rondo. Rondo's got 4 assists now tonight.
Yeah, Rondo just knows how to wheel and deal, has that exceptional feel for when one of his guys is open.
Kicks it out to Evans. The Pacers getting another chance here. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
And guys, that's his game. I mean, battling in the paint and cashing in on those second chance opportunities.
And Greg cashing in hard. I mean, man, oh man, he puts an exclamation point on that dunk.
Yes.
And anybody can get a run-of-the-mill putback, but he makes them count.
And he just bangs down the one-hander.
2 very easy points right here. Here's Evans. He's got 7. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Pass to McDermott. Evans outside. Got a piece of it, and he gets it back. Here's Hart. He's got 5. Rondo kicks to Ingram, passes it to Hart. Beasley the screen. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
All right, well, look at this. And Josh Hart, he's a guy that played his way into the rotation. He was the 30th pick, taken overall in 2017, and ended up with a lot of minutes as a rookie.
And the first one drops. He's perfect from the line this time.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Now here's Evans. He's guarded closely. And there's the pass to O'Quinn. Sabonis inside. He's covered by Ingram. Clock at 6. Here's McDermott. But they get it back.
Letting a guy sneak by for a putback off a free throw, that is inexcusable.
They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Ingram outside. They set the pick. Off on the layup. And so it's Los Angeles going to the break, holding an enormous 36-point lead. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. And we'll be right back after. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
This is the versatility you need to play in today's game. 2 guards have to be able to make.
And some changes here for the Lakers. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Zubac. AI comes in for Josh Hart. And Ball subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Lance Stevenson. Then it's Ball. Then it's AI. And it's Wagner in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the Laker 5. Plenty of daylight on that shot.
Oh, Collison is so efficient. Someone who likes to catch the D by surprise by shooting off the pass.
Ball kicks to Stevenson. AI right side. Kicks it out to Stevenson. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to go on Bojan Bogdanovic. See, Webb, there was a time when athletes spoke up about societal issues, and they were simply told to, just stick to sports. That is no longer the case.
Basketball was built on players speaking their mind. The one thing about the game of basketball, whether you're from Serbia like my friend Vlade or you're from Detroit like me, it's an urban game. And you cannot leave the problems of urban society just because you were blessed with the talent to play basketball. And so many of us speak up on societal issues just because we made it doesn't mean that our friends and family are out of those situations. We're not in a bubble in which we don't see how those issues affect us, our family, or our friends. And so just because we're blessed with basketball abilities, sporting abilities, does not mean that we're exempt from the problems in society. And if we have a platform and can speak out, why not? And I'm very proud of what guys in the league has done, whether it's LeBron James and his scholarship program, or whether it's Chris Paul and others, or Steve Kerr speaking up for societal issues. For me, it's refreshing, but it also is in the lineage of the greats that started this game in basketball, speaking up for the voiceless.
Well said. Well said. And here's Evans. It's stolen.
Playing a little cornerback there, anticipates the pass and jumps the route.
Ball, the pass to Kuzma. And he banks in the layup.
Good at taking initiative inside. Once Kuzma is near the hoop, he's focused on scoring.
For Indiana, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Turner with the screen. Bogdanovich against Stevenson. Shot clock at 6. Back to Evans. Over AI. And it's Evans missing.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Well, he's reason number one there in front. I mean, his shooting has been almost flawless.
Indiana's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the fourth. Collison with it, now guarded by Ball. Turner with the screen. Collison kicks to Bogdanovich. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Turner. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up. Just increasing their advantage. And right now, they're in a zone on both ends.
Oh, that's why you see them flexing a little bit. They're feeling good about how they've dominated.
Collison against Ball. Collison, good.
Oh, and the floater is such a delicate shot. Collison is very good at knowing when to attempt that shot.
Collison against Ball, and it's sent back by Turner. And they're able to recover. Stevenson against Bogdanovich. Here's Wagner. That ball. Nice feed that time from Stevenson.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Evans passes to Bogdanovich. Turner with the screen for Bogdanovich. Every once in a while, we hear about the brotherhood of the NBA. C-Webb, when you hear that term, what does it mean to you?
It means it's the truth. When I got to the NBA as a rookie, the thing that amazed me the most was that I was already part of a fraternity. There was no having to be kind of welcomed in. You are welcomed in once you're part of the NBA. Guys want to see you do well. Right. Not against them, not against their team, but guys want to see you do well because they know the work, the effort, the sacrifice that it takes to get to this level. And that's a really refreshing feeling, knowing the guys got your best interest as long as it isn't against them that way.
Great perspective on that topic.
And that monster lead continues to grow. They are just piling it on now.
Well, give the coach a little credit. It's been some great play calling. Each guy doing his part. This is what you're hoping to achieve.
Collison kicks to Bogdanovich. Off target with his 3. Here are the Lakers. They're on a 16-4 run right now. And the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
He's really turned it around here in the second half. I mean, his offense has returned.
Hart, he's checked in for the Lakers. Then for the Pacers, Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Miles Turner. Leaf comes in for Tyreke Evans. And it's Joseph in for Darren Collison.
And one difference this half is that when they get to the line, they're converting.
There's a good screen. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That's his first foul. McDermott passes to Joseph. shot off the pick.
And when Kuzma is motivated on defense, it helps big time. He needs to be more consistent on this end, though.
AI kicks to Hart. Last year, the NBA moved the trade deadline to before the All-Star break, C-Web. Did you like that decision?
It caused teams to make trade decisions much sooner, and I like that. But I don't like the fact that maybe if, let's say, I'm a fan of Utah Jazz, and you trade a player that we love so much, and he's an all-star, and I can't root for him as a Utah Jazz fan. So as a fan, it gets a little bit tricky because that's still my player, and I want to celebrate with this guy at the all-star break, but maybe I can't. But I think that what it does is it makes the teams much more competitive because no longer can you sit back and wait and have the time you could before to think as much as you could. Now you have to make a decision on who your team is, the identity, and do you want to get better now or take the risk now. And I think it's put some teams on the hot seat, and I like seeing teams on the hot seat having to make decisions quickly.
Here's AI again, Los Angeles.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
Yeah, but here's the problem. They play team ball. So if you pay him too much attention, that just leaves other guys open, and it's too difficult of an adjustment to make.
And Holiday, here we go. Here's Leaf. And the three ball is good.
A player with this length and his touch from three-point range, I mean, that's just a great asset to have.
Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against the Nuggets in Denver. Here's Hart. He kicks it to AI. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Joseph's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Each team has 1 inactive player per night. Would upping that amount, you think, C-Web, of active players on game day change anything at all?
I don't believe so, because the inactive player we're talking about usually is at the bottom of the roster. And so if you look at the next man up theory, that means that the last guy on the bench at that time, it's his time to get that playing time. So I don't think that the inactive players would change anything, because it's still a team sport, and those guys earn their playing time in practice. And so that guy at the end of the bench is still one of the greatest players in the world and can contribute at any time.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Lakers.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Lonzo Ball.
Just the scoring alone. I mean, it's a fantastic game for him. He was just going over, around, through the defense, I mean, all day long.
Joseph, the pass to McDermott. There's a good screen. Pass to Leaf. 5 to shoot. From the wing. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webb.
Eat it. Way to play, man.
That's the way, baby. That's how we do.
Big win.
Yep.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. Tonight, it'll be the San Antonio Spurs up against the Los Angeles Lakers at Staples Center. And for Los Angeles, they've gone 4-1 over the last 5, playing pretty well, and they're looking to build on that tonight. LaMarcus Aldridge suiting up tonight. Great
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And welcome everyone to another presentation of the NBA on and with tip-off coming up.
Well, thank you very much.
David, as always, thank you. I remember seeing that dunk. Wow.
And that was the talk of the basketball world for a minute. I remember seeing for the first time and just wondering, who is this kid?
And it's going to be the Spurs off the Michael Beasley. He's checked in for the Lakers. AI comes in for Josh Hart. Murray's checked in for San Antonio. On the court right now for the Spurs, Gay and Aldridge are up front. Murray out there with Young. And it's DeRozan in at the 3 spot.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Ball, the pass to AI. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Last game for the Lakers, they picked up the W against the Suns.
I just thought the defense was porous. Got any shot they wanted, really, for most of the evening.
I'll give them credit. Even though they were facing very little resistance, they refused to play down to the level of their competition.
James kicks to AI. 6 on the shot clock. Releases. Ball with the bucket.
And Ball has tremendous confidence in that shot. As soon as the pass hits his hands, he's ready to pull up.
Murray outside. Inside and stolen by LeBron. Here's Kuzma. He can't get that one to fall. And the Spurs going the other way now. Gay passes to DeRozan. Dishes it to Young. Back to DeRozan. Aldridge against Beasley. The kick out to Young. 5 on the clock. And a great assist by Aldridge as that one goes in. Young's got 5 now.
Wonderful shooting from the swingman. Young proving how dangerous he is from deep.
Back to James. And here is Ball. 11 points for him in that last game against Phoenix.
And he showed again why he is such a sensational playmaker. Some of the plays he made were just remarkable.
Gay kicks to Murray. And stolen by AI. And here we go. Fast break. Kuzma's got it. Here's Ball. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And at 6'6", Ball, very similar to Jason Kidd in terms of the vision that he plays the game with. His IQ is off the charts.
Well, there's a ton of talk about Lonzo Ball, but if you focus just on what he brings to an offense, there's a lot to like.
Yeah, I mean, he just sees so much on the floor. I mean, he sees all the cuts and angles, both offensively and defensively. And we know his shot will be a work in progress, but it shows some improvement in consistency the second half. Last year, and for all the circus that can surround Ball off the court, you forget that he is already an elite playmaker in the NBA. And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
LeBron, that's a two-pointer. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Completely in rhythm that time. LeBron working off the catch and shoot.
Ingram against Bellinelli. The 3 from Mills. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
AI kicks to Beasley. Out to AI. From outside, off the mark.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Now here's Mills. He's covered by Ball. Pass to Poeltl. There's the screen. And here's Mills from the arc. That one, no good. So the Lakers will take it the other way. Here's AI. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Jakob Poeltl.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Lakers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. This Laker team led by LeBron didn't need a lot of time to adjust to one another. Greg, a great start to the season for them.
You would think with all the youth and the vets, they would need some time to gel. Team has got off to a hot start, though, and their focus has been terrific. Not a surprise LeBron has everyone falling in line.
And a look at the recent power rankings. Some interesting stories here in the early part of December. You look at Chicago. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And when you look at the Lakers, they've started this year as well as they could have hoped. Playing great basketball, probably exceeding preseason expectations.
Pass to Ingram. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And Ingram hits these mid-range jumpers in his sleep. The defense can't allow him to get going from there.
Mills passes to Bertans. Back to Mills. The pass to Bertans. Clock at 6. They set the pick. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. Bellinelli gets the bucket.
Their 3rd three-pointer in a row.
Here's Rondo. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Good on the shot. Beasley's got his first bucket in this one.
Rondo is out there to distribute the ball. He is a master at finding the open man.
And Mills kicks to Poeltl. Now here's Mills. He's tightly guarded. And the dunk by Poeltl.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
That's about as violent as a rim rocker as it gets. A real confidence builder.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
Obviously, the Spurs went through a number of lineups last season. Younger guys filling major roles. Big shift for this organization.
And both free throws good for Beasley.
It's a luxury to have a big man who can shoot free throws this way.
Mills passes to Bertans. There's the pick. Murray outside. Pass to Mills. Fires from deep. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's AI. That's tipped.
Gotta love the shot blocking ability of Poeltl. Wonderful timing right there.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Outside Rondo. And he's fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming up.
What precision from Rondo. Even when he gets knocked around, he keeps his focus and nails the shot.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And Rondo, no good on that one. And Mills kicks to Murray. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Unfortunately for him, the defense is slow to react, but he couldn't make them pay.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Spurs out in front. They lead by 2. The veteran Pau Gasol has been a part of championship-winning teams before.
And it's up to us to kind of...
Teamwork and great chemistry so important.
And no question about it. When everyone's working together, the team can become greater than the sum of its parts.
And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
They've gotten that perimeter game going in that first, and for me, that was the difference.
Hot right out of the gate, generating some early confidence and building on that lead.
JaVale McGee is out there with Brandon Ingram. Then it's AI. Then it's Rajon Rondo. And it's Stevenson in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter. McGee a screen. AI passes to McGee. Sinks that one from the post. McGee's got his second basket of the night.
And this is the value of letting the play develop. You find the weakness in the defense.
And Mills kicks to Poeltl. Back to Mills. Plenty of space. And it's JaVale McGee with the rebound.
And that was an easy one there. Just a missed opportunity.
If you give it to him, he'll take that shot every time down the floor. I'm sure he's kicking himself.
To the inside. Merchandise. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. They beat the Spurs during their last encounter in San Antonio.
In the previous meeting was a win for them and a huge day for the bench. The reserves really stepped it up with their scoring.
Getting good production from the reserves on a daily basis is a key ingredient to any team's success.
For Los Angeles, they have missed a few free throws up to this point, shooting. James against DeRozan. Here's Kuzma. Good, and the assist goes to James. LeBron's got 3 assists now in this one.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Kuzma against Gay. Young left side. He used that pick just right. Young's got the lead up to 7 now for San Antonio.
You know, smart at just recognizing spacing and timing. Young very adept at scoring in the screen in that pick and roll.
Stolen by Gay. Young outside. He kicks to DeRozan. Spurs working the ball around now. Rudy Gay on the wing. Shoots over Kuzma. The shot missing. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. AI passes to Kuzma. The shot from the low post is good. Kuzma's got 10.
Big difference from the first quarter to the second. His shot looks completely in rhythm now.
Pass to DeRozan. They set the pick. Here's Young. Poeltl kicks to Young. Oh, the lob to DeRozan, and it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. And it's never too early to start looking at our contenders for this year's dunk contest. There's no doubt it'll be a terrific showdown of some of the game's best athletes.
And it seems like each year the bar keeps getting set higher. I mean, more props, crazier concepts to the competition, the level of dunks. I think this is going to be a good one.
You look at AI. And I know he'd like to make a move up in the consideration. He's got all the athleticism you hope for from a dunk contest participant.
He sure does. Lots of competition, though, in the running this year to get that big invite.
And so that's the breakdown as it currently stands. We'll be keeping you all updated with the latest info and, of course, our final list of contestants as we get closer.
Yeah, and if they don't invite me to be a judge, I'm still going.
Some people see Popovich as uncompromising. He can be that way. But working things out with LaMarcus Aldridge last year, just another great coaching achievement.
Count it.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And with that Aldridge situation, Popovich said he was the first player to ever bluntly ask him for a trade.
And Popovich replied, Kevin, I'll be happy to trade you. You get me a talent like Kevin Durant, I'll drive you to the airport. Later, Pop says he was overcoaching Aldridge on the offensive end and took care of it.
Birtle sets the pick for DeRozan. That's good, and that evens things out for him. 50-50. 4 of 8 shooting this game.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Passes it to LeBron. The Lakers have gone 8 of 13 from the free throw line. And he knocks down the first one. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
This is strange. Last season, the Spurs finished out of the top 10 in field goal percentage for the first time in a decade.
And they double up Gay over Beasley. Kuzma pulls it in.
I mean, he's struggling, hitting a low percentage of his shots this quarter.
And that one is good by Beasley.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And here's Young from the arc. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Starting to heat up now. He nailed 1 from behind the arc in the first quarter, 2 here in the second.
Ball against Young. Ball, the pass to AI. Beasley outside. Just 4 to shoot. With the floater. Another shot. And no good that time. Good defensive work there by Young. To the middle. Here's Pirtle. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. And it's a 3-point Spurs lead.
Got to be on the lookout for Pirtle crashing the glass, using his body to wreck the defense on the boards.
And here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. Guys, you take a look at Marcus Young in this game. He's been everywhere. A platoon swap here for the Lakers. The Spurs also changing it up. Bellinelli, he's checked in for Gay. DeJounte Murray comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Mills in for Young. On the court right now for the Spurs. Aldridge out there with Bellinelli. And it's Mills. Then there's Pirtle. And it's Murray in at the 2.
A good screen made all the difference. It led to an open look.
Spurs leading by 3. And Mills kicks to Pirtle. Murray outside. Down low. Double team on Aldridge. Back to Murray. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Ingram passes to Rondo. Beasley the screen. Back to Ingram. Beasley sets a screen for Ingram. Marcus Aldridge grabs the miss. Aldridge has got his 4th rebound in this one. And Bellinelli kicks to Murray. Lays it up and banks it in. Murray's got his first 2 points of the night.
Soft interior defense. You know he's going to be aggressive.
Now the pass to Caldwell Pope. He dishes it to Ingram. Pass to AI. Beasley left side. Pirtle with the steal. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That is his first foul of the game. Los Angeles on D. It's a 5-point game. Rondo with the steal.
I'll tell you what, terrific anticipation defensively. Tracked it all the way. That pass had no chance.
They always had great instincts defensively. Rondo using that length there to come up with the steal.
Aldridge a screen. To the paint. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Aldridge has got 12.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
Rondo passes to Beasley. Caldwell Pope kicks to Ingram. Beasley with a screen on Aldridge. Shot clock at 5. Here's Caldwell Pope. Offensive rebound. And the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut down now to just 3 in the basket from AI.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That'll be his second foul of the game. And so it's San Antonio with it. Pass to Aldridge. Out to the right wing. Aldridge with a screen on Rondo. A floater. Mills can't hit.
Yeah, you love the solid screen, but what you hate is just the inability to finish.
You can see he's frustrated with that one. Knows it's up to him to make that play. With Rajon Rondo, you have to admire his creativity on the floor. Just sees the game and court in ways others don't. When he's focused, he can take over a game with his ball movement.
Lets a floater go.
Wonderful anticipation from Pirtle on that one, positioning himself perfectly to send that one back.
Got a piece of it, and it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. Here's Mills. He's got 12. Aldridge a screen. Mills with it. Just 5 to shoot. Again, the Spurs good for 2. And with Rondo, it's still rare to see someone who impacts the game the way he does.
You know, Rondo can be a factor in about 5 different ways and never shoot the ball. His rebounding, passing, defense are all plus. Can't do it quite as often now at his age, but when he turns back the clock, it is fun to watch.
Mills passes to Pirtle. Kicks it to Murray. And here is Aldridge. Over Ingram. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. 16 points for Aldridge.
He's been making plays all quarter on a terrific hot streak, helping to build out this lead.
Here's AI. Looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Especially at that kind of height disadvantage. You're looking to score the ball or at least draw the foul.
Mills passes to Aldridge. And the dunk by Aldridge.
I'll tell you what, LaMarcus is rolling. Hard man to stop once he gets going.
Lakers trail by 5. Rondo dishes to AI. 50 seconds left to play in the third. Bellinelli against Caldwell Pope. Jumper off the screen. Again, the Lakers.
Yeah, and you can see why they run this play. Working off the screen, something KCP does well.
And Mills kicks to Pirtle. Spurs passing it around. Off the screen. The feed to Aldridge. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Aldridge has got 14 points here in the second half.
We will talk about feed the hot hand. That's what they're doing this quarter, which is why they've been able to maintain momentum.
Rondo against Murray. Beasley the screen, and Patrick Mills gets that whistle that time. That's his third foul of the game. It's stolen by Bellinelli. From deep. No good. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Spurs lead by... And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Rajon Rondo is out there with AI. And it's Ingram in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the Laker 5. Clock at 6. A three from Gay. Rebound the Lakers.
Oh, man, he hasn't had the rhythm tonight. Tried to make up for it there, but it just wasn't meant to be.
That is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from LeBron.
In some ways, this is the glue to LeBron's offense, unstoppable from mid-range.
And Bellinelli kicks to Murray. 14 feet away. That's good on the jump shot. And the Spurs lead by 5.
Man, both teams scoring at a higher rate here down the stretch.
You know what? It's all about the offense. Decisive and prolific. Fun duel to watch.
Here's AI. The Lakers rebound. Ingram passes to AI. He gets that one. AI's got 20 points.
So much sharper, so much more efficient with his shot this half. Just taking what the defense allows.
Poke loose and stolen by AI. And AI throws it down.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
No doubt that could be a gigantic swing in momentum given how that sequence developed. You look at the way DeRozan has improved since entering the league. Vastly different player. Came in.
Steve, with DeRozan, you can see the changes and improvements in his game year to year.
Yes, his passing is the most recent skill that he worked on. His rebounding and defense also have seen significant improvement over his career. He's one of the top shooting guards in this league.
Well, last season, DeMar DeRozan, one of the handful of NBA players, Steve, who bravely spoke out about mental health and how it impacts them personally.
Yeah, had a great column in which he talked about his depression and anxiety. Never easy for a star athlete or anyone to be so frank about that kind of subject. Takes a lot of courage to do that, and DeRozan was rightfully applauded for his honesty.
Yeah, that one put him over the limit, and it's so early that if they're not careful, this could turn into a parade at the free throw line.
He's off on the first.
The 9th pick in 2009, DeRozan was part of a great draft class. Griffin, Harden, and Curry all included.
San Antonio making a switch here. Gay's checked in. Ball sets a screen for James. Out to AI. 6 on the shot clock. DeRozan with the rebound. DeRozan's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Looking to get back on track here. Fouled in the act of shooting. A 3-point play chance coming up.
Well, you see right there, Rudy attacks and maintains focus. He is a load to contain.
A free throw off from Rudy Gay.
And you watch Rudy Gay. When he's in rhythm, he can still help you out. Good athlete, good jump shooter. Not an easy matchup for opponents.
And Smitty discussing Gay, he seems better now at getting his points within the flow of that offense.
Experience gives you poise. It gives you a bigger view of the game. Gay's able to stay patient now and pick his spots.
No doubt about it. Young is a special player. The real question is just how good of a teammate is he?
AI outside. There's the dish to McGee. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. James way outside. And again, no good by the Lakers.
I don't know what's happened to him in this second half, but he's been terrible from deep.
And the basket by DeRozan.
And that's when he's at his best. DeRozan, confident and in rhythm with the jumper.
Los Angeles has gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. Gay against James. Over Gay. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's going to be on Rudy Gay.
Vital basket there. This is just the time and really just the situation when he looks to take over.
Free throw good, James.
Well, the big story in the offseason was LeBron's free agency. You knew that there would be a ton of rumors flying around about where he might end up. Honestly, I'm sure he's glad it's over with and can once again focus on the court.
The Lakers in the lead. Here's AI, up and in on the layup. AI's got 24 points.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Passes it to Young. Gasol, a screen on Ball. Here's Young, and he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick.
And I tell you what, they're doing their best to cut down the lead with some smart offense here in the second half. Shot selection much improved since the break.
Goes up on the wing. Again, the Lakers.
I like what he's given them tonight. Efficient offense that's helped fuel this lead.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Without question, Kyle Kuzma displaying his skills today.
Yeah, they're going to have to talk about this. They got to find a way to get the ball out of his hands.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kyle Kuzma.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Greg Popovich talk to his team. He told his guys they've got the green light to keep shooting from downtown. He told them, I like the way you guys are working out there. Keep finding the open spaces on the perimeter. They're giving us open shots. We'll see if they step it up from here, guys.
Timeout called the Lakers.
And they're committing an awful lot of fouls here, and not of the good variety. You don't want to give up easy layups, sure, but it's been a non-stop parade to the foul line.
Here's Ball. The pass to McGee. LeBron James on the wing. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Rudy Gay.
What is there to say about LeBron that hasn't been said? One of the all-time greats who can completely carry a team.
Los Angeles, LeBron James. At the line for 2.
Free throw good, James.
And the leadership James brings to this team is incredibly valuable. When things get tight, they look to the king to provide for them.
And really, the tension could not be higher right now. And he looked like he was shooting free throws at practice. What a cool customer.
Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Young.
No, he's just excellent in these situations. Young, very comfortable commanding the ball during those important moments.
James against Gay. James with the bucket. LeBron's got 23 points.
When you need a big score, you want LeBron to at least touch the ball, and this is why.
Young passes to Gasol. And the officials call a traveling violation. 1:31 left in the fourth quarter. There's a screen. Ball kicks to AI. Kuzma sets a screen over Gay. And LeBron with the basket, the assist by AI. AI's got assist number 5 here tonight.
The defender is left helpless to stop that. LeBron with too many tools in the toolbox and that killer instinct.
Here's Young, and it's in there. Young's got 9 points here in the second half.
And you gotta know Young is taking that shot. Feels like he should be the only one to take it.
Kuzma loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Kuzma's got the lead back up to 6 now for the Lakers. San Antonio's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Young inside. He's covered by Ball. McGee with the block. Here's AI. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. And now an 8-point Laker lead.
And we see it all the time, guys. You get the big lead, maybe check out mentally, but not tonight.
They have this game in hand, but they're still pouring it on.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And James throws it down.
And just putting the finishing touches on this one. They have been on fire.
I mean, a fantastic run. The guys are really clicking, and the scoreboard reflects that.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 10. 26 seconds left in the fourth. .26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now, here is Young. He's guarded by AI. Young passes to Bertans. Bellinelli with the 3, and it's AI with the rebound. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Steve Smith, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. See you later.
All-time thing.
That's a good question.
My position, or
I have to go with
Gary
Payton.
Michael Jordan.